Have you ever wanted to fuck yourself over? Well, yes, we do.
No,
I
that's
feel
good.
like
Keep
with
it going.
flex tape.
Well, on today's episode, we pick the worst fictional universes to live in. I thought you were going to do the McDonald's thing. Copyright strike.
Well, that is like
It's
any
adequate.
universe where McDonald's is the worst universe.
I know. Because of all that obesity. God.
That's our universe, though.
Exactly.
That's what makes it the worst.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways, so, as the title, or what I just said, says, we are going to go through some of the worst fictional universes to live in and playing out scenarios. Each of us have picked a bad universe to live in, and we're just gonna go through them and see which one's the worst. Are we picking the
Okay.
worst? Are we just gonna pick the overall worst?
Yeah, overall
No,
worst.
Yeah, I
no
guess
scoring
overall worst.
systems this time. This is just a little chill, you know.
Group debate.
Just a chill talking about how horrible other people's lives are. It's good.
Yeah, exactly. So first up, we have a row.
Aye.
And you're gonna go first.
The universe I took was the Saints Row universe.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can understand that because I don't want to get whipped in the head with a giant dildo.
Yeah,
Speak
because
for yourself.
it's basically Grand Theft Auto on steroids. Because Grand Theft Auto itself is bad because you got gang-related activity, but in the Saints Row universe, you got zombies, aliens, aliens invading us, and the idea of being like a gangster is like celebrated. Like you just got people going around like, yeah, I'm a pimp. I've killed at least, I've killed at least 3 people. I've been in jail.
Worst? That sounds like the best one. I would love to be like a world-renowned pimp. Think
It's-
of all the bitches I could own.
You got
That's what
demons too, right?
I could own you, Arn.
When it comes to the
That
Saints Row
is
universe,
really bad,
it's
Dani.
very... If you're a criminal, it sounds great.
Yeah. It's good if you play your cards right, but if you're an average Joe, it's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, we're all average Joes right now.
Yeah.
For now.
Pretty
Plus,
sure.
whatever they put in that Saints flow, I don't think it's ethically correct.
I'm pretty sure I can't suplex an alien overlord or kill the devil, so I'd say I'd be pretty fucked.
Yeah, I'd be pretty fucked. Although, I would like to acquire a big purple dildo bat and just go around and hit people, just for the bat.
Okay, to hit people with it, yeah.
Yeah.
This is honestly just sound like a better universe. Like, I'd stay in that.
Fuck, it
depends.
started off good, then I started giving some good selling points.
Like, for me, it genuinely just depends.
It
If I'm a
depends on who you
gangster,
are.
yeah, exactly. It's like, right now, as I am now, it's a pretty bad universe. But say down the line, I don't know, I have a few kids, time's getting tough, all of a sudden I have cancer, I become a gangster. So,
Everyone's on top of the world at that point.
yeah, I'm like, fuck, I'm celebrated at that point. I ain't going to prison. Like, I think in Saints Row 1 they went to prison like once and then they broke out, so...
Yeah, literally the Star Saints Row 2 is you breaking out of prison.
Yeah,
Oh,
see...
And Tiarnan, you could get like the cool suit from the alien one.
This cool suit. Wait,
The flying suit, whatever it's called.
see, on top of that, Ken, you make actually a good point because
Yeah.
in Saints Row 3, there's a DLC where you get superpowers.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh
Plus
shit! I
the
didn't know.
entirety of Saints Row 4.
Yeah.
Actually,
just-
no, that's a good point. But Saints Row 4,
Wait,
the
that's
world's
a
ended.
simulation.
The world's ended. That's depressing.
Oh yeah, literally the apocalypse happens. Spoiler alerts for Saints Row 4. The Earth blows up.
It's in the trailer, Tarn. I don't think we need spoiler alert.
Yeah.
What happens at the end of the game? I just thought I'd give a quick warning.
Okay. All right.
So, anyways, moving on. Ken, would you like to go next?
I would like to go next. I picked the Cthulhu mythos, or the otherwise known as the H.P. Lovecraft universe. Basically, it's the universe where everything is controlled by the pantheon that was created from the thought process of H.P. Lovecraft. So we got guys like Cthulhu, Yog-Sothoth. Like, basically, what these deities are is that they always like to like go around and like fuck with people, and if you
deities don't really fuck with people. They just
no, but these deities
not intentionally.
Do. These deities do. Like, there's
no,
this one
they don't
guy.
care.
Yeah. There's this.
Ken, the whole point of the Lovecraft universe is we're so tiny compared to these here creatures. We are so just nothing compared to them that they don't even pay attention to us.
Okay, but what about Nyarlathotep? The guy like disguises himself and is like nigh omnipotent and stuff, but he goes around driving people insane all the time. Like, it's pretty kind of a shitty situation to be in.
Like, the thing is, oh, but wait, it is probably easy. It's worse than Saints Row. I'll just say that out flat, easily.
I'm gonna be honest here, I have no idea what this is. So.
That's fine.
Basically, there's giant squid monsters, Dani, and they drive people insane.
It sounds like hentai. Is it hentai?
Well,
yes.
Borderline. Dude,
What ain't
Yes.
nothing I heard of.
there's probably
It's hentai.
it's probably hentai of it somewhere, but
Oh, I imagine.
yeah,
I'm not gonna
yeah,
research it, but I'm gonna imagine.
yeah, you've essentially got stories of like people giving birth to like hybrids of humans and elder
Ancient.
gods that end up like destroying everything, and it's pretty good, but pretty like mind fucky.
It's
I guess you could also
genuinely. Go on.
I guess you could also count the Call of Cthulhu video game too. Well, maybe not, because it doesn't really delve too much into it, but it does sort of show like the effects of how encountering such beings could affect the human psyche. Like, people like drive themselves to like suicide and stuff, and it's pretty like fucked up. So I would not want to live in this universe.
Plus, guys, tentacles though.
They're not all tentacle. Well, okay, like 90% of them.
Listen, Lovecraft, he had this thing. Let's be honest. And plus, let's be honest. The universe, like right now, it's easily. I can't think of many other universes to top that, just for the sheer fact that I'm already scared enough that there are big God out there. You're like, fam, you're pretty shit. I don't even care. HP Lovecraft, there's like 5.
There's
At least.
more than 5. There's
At least
like,
5.
There you go, at least 5. And then there's the demon Sultan Azathoth, who like controls everything just by sleeping. I mean, and if he wakes up, everything and absolutely everything blinks out of existence.
Isn't it like we're legit just a dream, and we're just his dream?
Yeah, basically. And if Azathoth awakes, all of reality is just gone.
Oh shit, guys! I think I know what we're going to do.
What?
We're going to
Don't
smash
wake
his
him
phone.
up.
Nah, we're going to smash his phone. He has the alarm on the phone. Like, fuck, gotta smash it.
Gotta break that Samsung.
phone
I
of
think I know
Azathoth.
who we need to get together.
Who?
Okay.
What did we name our old team? The team we did last episode.
We did. I don't think we named it. Yeah, we never named it.
The Mangers.
The Majors?
The Mangers.
Oh, the Mangers. Okay.
Mangers?
Yes.
So do you mean like the Jesus manger? Like the song.
We are
Away
all
in the Manger?
pious. We know that there ain't no Cthulhu up in there. They're only Jesus. We have Jesus on our side.
I was gonna call us the fiery and furious boners, but hey, whatever.
No, but legit, that's a horrible universe. Good call, Ken. That's a fucking dreadful universe.
It is, because it's like anything could happen. Like, there was a story where it's just like a normal family, and then suddenly one of them gives birth to like a monstrosity, and it kills everyone.
Yeah.
With my family.
Yep,
Spoilers.
they gave birth to your younger brother.
I was about to say Dani's the monstrosity, but
I
sure.
was
Oh,
thinking that too.
This got too real.
Oh. So do you have anything else to add?
Nope. Just don't wake up Azathoth.
I just like minds compared to kids, because the worst thing you gotta worry about is a few pimps. You know, if you stay inside, you're all good. Him is just fucking horrible.
So,
Yeah.
Dani, do you want to go next, or will I?
Oh, you can go ahead. I'll go last for once.
Well, I'm going to see Mags. Originally, I was going to pick something real similar to Ken's, but then I decided against it. Originally, I was going to go for the Bloodborne games.
Yeah, I knew you were going to do something like that.
But now, I'm going for Dark Souls. For those of you who don't know the Dark Souls universe, all it is basically, in the start there was grey, then light came, and now everything's going to black. But some dickhead came up like, oh, sup fam, I'm going to light this fire up. He lit the fire up with his mixtape. Fire got all lit up.
Mixtape?
Nah, but he got all mixed up. You know, he was down there DJing. And then Gwen, the cunt, he basically started a cycle of birth. It's like a cycle where basically the fire starts, it starts to fade, it relights because someone goes and relights it because everyone's so scared of the dark. But because of this, there's undead things. Basically, in the universe, there's humans, but towards the end of the cycle, humans become like these undead hollow things where they just start losing their minds. They become like, they can't die. If they die, they just come back to life, but they lose their mind slowly over time. Basically, imagine everyone has dementia.
Fuck.
Damn.
Yeah, so basically, yeah. Any questions?
Also, there's a giant gargoyle on top of a church, and he's...
Oh, that's the worst thing to work.
It's the worst thing.
The worst
no
thing,
matter
yeah.
How, no matter how many fireballs you throw at him, more's just gonna come and they'll all get... Anyways,
No, but genuinely, it's legit just... I'll put it this way, I'll see if you are there when the fire is at its peak. You'll be fine. It's humans, like, you're just normal humans in a medieval society at that point with magic and shit. But see if you get towards the end of the fire, it is the worst torture I can imagine. Because you're slowly losing your mind and you can't even kill yourself to put yourself out of your misery. Yeah, it's real. It's good.
I just feel like mine's just inferior to, like...
Oh no.
What do you think mine's is? Mine seems fucking paradise.
I feel like mine's is probably like the third worst.
Mine's fucking
What is it?
paradise.
Also,
What is it?
I'm pretty sure you lose your penis if you go completely hollow. I'm just saying, guys.
Oh no, that's the line. Alright.
I don't have a penis to lose. I'm Gucci.
Bitch, we gonna make you want to lose.
Make me a penis we can get removed. Oh, that's nice.
Just starts
Thanks
crying.
for being so considerate.
It'll
I
just,
do like equality in this.
it's just gonna be like
day and age.
it's just gonna be like a toilet paper roll with 2 oranges attached to it. It's just glued to Danny's crotch. and then when everyone starts turning hollow, you just like take it off. And then we all point
Just
at
like
it
turn
and be
around and throw it away.
The
and
fucking
then we
glue
point at
that's
her and
attached
say,
to it
how
just
does that
melts
feel?
off.
Listen, the penis has multiple functionality. I've seen it. Sometimes the line to a woman's bathroom's real long. All you gotta do is whip out your penis, Daddy, stick it on. Oh, look, I get go to the male bathroom.
This went from being like living in Dark Souls to talking about Danny having a dick.
I like how she has to like specifically point out that she can go in there because she has one. It's just like
No, she legit thing is she's just walking about with it out like, hey guys, guess what? I got a penis now.
That would actually be the most
Look at
frightening.
my weenie.
That would be the most frightening.
you'd say it
fictional...
like that as well.
I
Look
know.
at my wiener.
That
Not
would
like
be the most. That would be the most frightening fictional universe. Just the one where Danny has a dick in it. So I would.
All the woman I'm gonna sleep with. I swear, if I had a penis, no, that's a whole different episode.
what if we swap genders?
Yeah. Stay tuned for next
you don't
episode.
wanna
What if
know
we
what
swap
I do if I
genitalia?
swap genders?
We all just give... Danny gives us like fucking 3/4 of a JJ and we just give her... And we just give her like 3 penises.
No, one, not just 3.
I'm gonna call myself the sausage man. I'm gonna be like that kid that like finds his mom's dildo and says, wobbly sausage and just fuck.
We'll save that for the episode.
Anyways.
We need to do that. Just what would happen if we all swap genders?
Oh my god.
Everyone would just be like, look at my boobs.
We were brainstorming before this episode, Arn. Why didn't you say that then?
So I didn't think.
Okay, Dani, what's your worst fictional universe?
Mine's not that good. I was just gonna pick the Devil May Cry universe.
That's
like,
fine.
It seems pretty shitty to live in. Like, there's demons everywhere. You could get murdered in every corner. For example, I'm just gonna take Devil May Cry 4 because that's the one I remember most at the minute. But like, all these people are just in church, and you got Dante that just fucking pops in and he just shoots your priest. Then again, the priest is like a bad guy, but still,
Pretty rude.
like, yeah, and then like demons break out in like the place that you're living at, and yeah, they just start murdering people, and they keep murdering people until you defeat the main boss.
Like, off the bat, yeah, that's easily the third worst.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's worse than yours two.
Like,
we'll
come down and just argue between me and Ken's after this.
Yeah.
I swear you're gonna go for Attack on Titan.
Oh, that's actually a pretty bad universe, yeah.
See, I was gonna go for Attack on Titan, but I've seen something that's similar that someone chose that's probably the worst to live in, which, yeah, it kind of is. But, hey, listen, if it is the worst, you could, like, train yourself to be, like, a high member of the Survey Corps, because it's possible.
I'm just saying, it's us. We'd just give up. We'd start running and just give up. Like, you know, it's easier. Just eat me.
Just eat me.
Well,
fuck it.
Yeah, so Devil May Cry universe.
There's multiple things in Devil.
Yeah.
It's a Devil May. Which Devil May Cry universe? Just out of curiosity.
DMC.
Which one?
Yes.
Do you mean reboot or?
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose, right, see with the reboot one, there is, like, a good concept with that, like, the demons are starting to control, like, the government and politics and everything, which I suppose, if you think of real life right now, it ain't much different. We live in a pretty bad world. So, you know, we could relate to that, but the original one seems more brutal, because in the newer one, they're slowly killing people.
See, I was going to say,
what?
in the original, isn't it like, by the end of the series, isn't it legit the world's just at an apocalyptic state?
Yeah.
So, like, that's pretty bad.
Devil May Cry 3 is the same as that. It's like, what was it, Virgil starts taking over this one place.
The world's just
so I can't
fucked.
remember specifically, but yeah, so it's just, it's bamboozle.
Real question is, would we be friends with Dante or not?
I would.
Hell
yeah.
See, I only know Reboot Dante, so.
Oh, he's the best Dante, don't worry.
Oh, fuck off.
Okay.
No.
Alright, good to know.
No. Devil May Cry 3 Dante would be real good buddies with. I feel like we'd have a good few pints, buddy.
No, here's the thing. I would be DMC Dante's date to the prom, so there you go.
You ugly sack of shit.
I'm an ugly sack of shit, but I'm also his prom date, so eat my ass.
Gotcha.
Ken was really that one boss. Huh?
I love to share pizza with Dante.
I wonder, does Dante have pineapple on his pizza?
Oh my god.
If he does, then I'm cancelling this dinner date.
No more featuring Dante from Devil May Cry.
No,
I mean,
that will be eliminated from all my memes. He doesn't deserve it.
Anyway, so as a conclusion to our final ones, obviously it's between Ken's and Tiernan's. Because ours are bad, but aren't I think ours are that bad.
I don't know. I originally saw it as bad, and it was like different enough because my second choice was Attack on Titan, but I thought Dani would have went for that, so I didn't choose it. Kind of.
No.
Yeah, but Saints Row.
Yeah.
Saints Row's like pretty tough universe and same thing with the Devil May Cry one. So
it's just
I wouldn't say
it's nothing compared to.
Oh, yours is like fucking horrible. Like Dark Souls, I know more about Dark Souls, and that's a fucking horrible universe.
Yeah,
it's got so many fucking rats, and they're all so fucking ugly.
Fine.
Just giant
We have
rats.
so many rats.
What?
We're in Ireland.
But they're
Aaron.
huge rats.
Aaron,
They're like the
Big
size
rats,
of
Dani.
you.
Dark-
Have you ever seen a chavvy girl from Ireland? Those are huge fucking rats.
Got you there.
Aaron, Dark Souls universe is filled with like, hollows that could kill you and like gargoyles that could tear you apart, and your biggest concern is the giant fucking rats.
Have you seen the rats
Well,
though,
yeah,
Ken?
because I was actually able to defeat that boss.
Like,
Not too many after that, but I was able to defeat that one, so I'm better than Ken.
really, honestly, it seems like it comes down to, if we're going like real deep into it, Ken, the horror in his is the fact that we're so insignificant that we don't mean shit.
Oh fuck! I just thought of a better one.
Go on, no, go on. We have plenty of
I
time.
was gonna say the Junji Ito universe, like
Oh,
being in the
shit.
say the
Oh.
Uzumaki one. You know, one with the spirals.
Yeah.
That's-
Imagine being there.
That's real similar to Ken's as well. That's good.
Like
I
Hellstar.
forgot about that. Fuck.
I did too. I literally was just like, I was sitting here thinking, I was like, what is messed up that I've seen or read? And that's like probably the most.
Like Hellstar Regina.
Not that, like, I didn't actually like that one. Uzumaki, I feel, was the one that really got to me, because, like, you see the spirals, especially, like, even, like, from the get-go, like, whenever, okay, this is spoilers for anyone who hasn't read it, but, like, when she finds, isn't it the girl, she finds her dad essentially just rolled up in this big container thing, that, like, I was so shook by that, I just, like, stopped reading for, like, a solid hour, because I was like, what is this?
God, no, that's a real good one, Dani.
Yeah, no,
That
I
is
just
good.
God.
and the fact that even though they try and escape, it takes them back to the town. There's no
See-
escape from it, and then you fall through and it's hell.
So that's the one thing I'll say. See see all those horror stories. I assume. Can we just make an assumption that they all take place in the same universe? Because that makes it a lot more scary.
Yes.
Because I'm just saying, the most scary one for me was the old lady granny one. That
The
one,
where she's across the
yeah,
house
across the
next
street.
door.
That one
Oh,
horrified me so much.
Just when she kept like trying to get to the little boy in the room.
Yeah,
and
like
by
that.
the end of it, her window was right outside
So
his room.
if we're going based on that, we're assuming there are multiple fucked up things in this universe.
That's okay. Let's say they're all in the same universe, from what I've read, but minus Hellstar Ramina.
Yeah. Definitely don't count that one.
Because that's like a whole apocalypse thing, and the gravity goes away on Earth and everything. So let's just forget that one.
I'm fine.
But if we're talking about the rest of them,
No, we'll assume that like anything that isn't world changing takes place in the same universe.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's against us three now. We'll let Aaron pick. What about that? We'll each make an argument and let Aaron pick. So, who wants to make the first argument?
can go first.
I will say that see, a lot of the points I was planning on making is like similar to the Junji Ito universe. Like basically anything could happen that could fuck over like all of humanity, whether it be like some kind of plague made by Cthulhu, the living flame, or just Cthulhu finally rising once the stars are right and bringing about the end times. Like anything can happen, but
Mm-hmm.
It's just this over like cloud of like doom that's there.
yeah, basically, like almost literally too. I think there's a guy who's like a living cloud, and he like kills people. The Nameless Mist, that's what it's called. But yeah, that's my argument. Tiarnan.
Okay, Aaron, I'll put it this way. With them two universes, we're insignificant in them two universes. There is a greater force at work in each of them.
Yeah.
But in the Dark Souls universe, you know it better than these two.
Yeah, I do.
After the light goes out, there's nothing. There's just black. There's no greater force. There's nothing. So really just ask yourself, which is more terrifying? There being absolutely nothing, or there being like a greater force at work that honestly does not give a fuck about humanity.
Yeah, That's what I'm thinking with the Dark Souls universe. But I'll hear out Dani first. Dani.
Yeah.
Junji Ito.
It's pretty much already.
I'm still most of it. I'm just gonna keep going with Uzumaki here, but
Okay.
at the end, this is spoilers. I'm so sorry because I know you just haven't finished it, but
I'm
at
not
the
gonna
end,
finish it, don't worry.
essentially under the town, it is hell. Like it is literal hell, and she like that's where all the dead bodies have been going to is the hell under the town, and yeah. Essentially, the
so
Uzumaki
fucking,
one is just it's so just like there's no escape from it. It's slowly happening over this long amount of time, and it's building up, and essentially just killing everything. And hey, let's not forget whenever everyone is in those fucking houses and they all just form together into one big thing, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that
freaky.
was, but that last scene in Junji, like Uzumaki, was really just disturbing when she just laid on all those dead bodies.
I think Junji Ito like really can get under your skin. I feel like that's like this kind of stuff really does that.
He has my type of horror. I don't like spooky jump scare horror. I prefer the ones that like disturb you, get under your skin sort of thing. And that's the perfect type. He does it real fucking well. And when am I Junji Ito anime? That's what I want.
Next year.
Yeah, no, I'll agree. Like, thing is, I want more than anything just one of those short little animes where it's like, I don't know, 5-minute episodes, but it's just all short stories.
Like with Yami Shibuya, except it's
Only good.
Proper animation and stuff, and it's like if they even did it like Yami Shibuya, if they kind of did it like a manga kind of style, it could work because his stuff's real creepy. I feel like referring back to like Super Eye Patch Wolf, he was saying like Junji Ito has this thing with his manga, and it's when you turn a page, it's the pure shock of just what's on the next page. Junji Ito can play that real well, so like
it's the reveal.
It'd be real good to see like that in animation form. But going off topic here, but really, that's
Junji Ito, great. Go read it. Anyway, all right.
I'd love to live in a fictional universe where the Junji Ito anime exists. Am I right?
It's not gonna exist next year. It's coming out next year, guys.
Nope, doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Only in the
It's going to be
fictional.
Attack on Titan Season 2. We're going to wait like 5 years and then be disappointed when it comes out.
At least with Junji Ito, he hasn't had anything before, minus like a shitty like Japanese film they made.
I haven't actually seen that movie.
I haven't seen it either, but I just know it's real bad.
Okay.
But,
yeah, Aaron, pick. I'm happy with whatever you pick because these three are fucking terrifying either way.
Yeah. All three of those worlds just scream fucking nope. But the thing is, I kind of want to go for the Dark Souls universe because with Uzumaki, there is a danger. But it's a slow danger. Like, it's happening very slowly, but it's there. Same with, Cthulhu universe. Yeah. With Dark Souls, there's just always a danger. Plus, so fucking hollows. I'm going insane. Just one of my fears is just going insane.
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't want happening, and I know maybe not all in head. That's at least what my doctor says, but hey.
Jesus Christ.
But my final judgment is I'm going for the Dark Souls universe. That is the official court of Ginger Twats have decided.
Going for Dark Souls.
Yeah, Dark Souls.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, and that
Do the
concludes
socials.
the worst. Oh shit! Okay, yeah, that concludes the worst.
iTunes. What else do we do?
Patreon.
We have
Buy our shirts, Twitter, Facebook, like us, subscribe,
Twitter,
put on notification.
YouTube.
Not SoundCloud.
Also support
though.
us on Patreon. That's the big one, Patreon. But we never mention it first for some reason.
That's because we gotta save the best for last. Just they're like, oh shit, they have a YouTube, they have a Twitter, they have a Facebook, and then bam, Patreon.
Patreon.
So if you would support us on Patreon, there is some goodies on there, I guess.
Some spicy rewards.
Plus, you get all these fabulous recordings in good quality that you can download and manipulate and make memes out of if you want to. I'm not forcing you, but you know.
Please buy
But
our
anyways, all our socials are in the description box below.
Yee.
And that concludes episode 11.
Yep.
11. That concludes episode 11 of the Offbeat podcast. Farewell, children.
Farewell.
Farewell.
I love you.
Oh, okay.